Yeah, I'd like to go to 50th and Granderson Street.
All right, Granderson, coming up, buddy.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Ah, damn.
Tony, is that you?
Yo, what up, Larry? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm your Uber driver. Yeah.
Tony, what are you doing? You got like a shift. In about 4 hours, Mr. Claus is gonna can you.
Hey, man, Claus ain't got nothing to do with this, all right? You know, I gotta make money, okay? Provide for my family. You understand?
Tony, what do you talk about? This is what we worked for our whole lives.
Larry, listen, all right? My kid, he fucking he just told me he wants to go to college. He's got accepted.
What? Oh, whoa, man! Again with the kid stuff, man. Your kid, he's a good kid. Kevin's a good kid.
He's the best kid.
But you should probably take him to trade school. I think he'd be much better suited to do that.
Trade school.
Trade school.
You want me to take my kid to trade school?
Trade school. Yeah.
You want my kid to be like your kid?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm going there. I'm going there right
man,
now.
the gloves are coming off. Wait a minute. What's wrong with my kid? My kid has 3 kids and he's 17 years old. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, he's fucking 17 years old. What kind of elf fucking? Well, I'm no offense. Your kid fucking three kids already. All right.
Listen.
My kid, 16. All right. He's doing his computer engineering stuff. He's doing all that. He's smart. Okay. I'm not saying your kid's not smart.
Listen, what did Elf Jesus say? What did Elf Jesus say?
He said, "Fuck you." That's what he said.
No, he didn't say that. He said he never gives us anything that us elves can't handle. My son can handle 3 kids and he's 17 years old. I'm raising him right. Take your kid to trade school now or get out of the car.
You're listening to the Double D's podcast.
I'm Dom.
I'm D Respect.
You got a great set of tits.
I get so angry thinking about this kid.
Because that's what most people are bitching about.
I'm from New York. You know what I mean? We like to eat out here. You know?
You gotta stop looking at interacting with people online as a cheap date. My father used to drink.
Get the fuck away from me. I'm done.
I come a lot, by the way.
You're doing the rap stuff.
If you didn't say it, somebody in the comment section would have said it.
It's like how you feel when you're having a paranoid high.
That's a dynamic connection right there. You're listening to Double D's.
I'm Dom.
I'm D Respect. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's a glorious moment, isn't it? Dom.
Yes.
Christmas. You're not feeling the Christmas spirit.
I want to sing a traditional Haitian Christmas song right now, okay?
Go for it.
All right. I do the traditional Haitian stretch.
All right.
I got my balls out.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. This isn't taking too long.
Yeah, that was it. That was part 1.
Those were actual words?
Yeah, dude.
What did you say?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And
That's
I'll
a
sing the rest
cutoff
of it.
Kid Cudi's new album.
Yeah,
it doesn't
man.
matter.
I'll sing the rest of it at the end of the show.
Okay, all right, that's fine, folks. If you're listening to this by now, you may have already checked out a little Christmas gift that we gave to you guys that we mentioned last week. Yes, we have released Eerie Siri off the Double D's Skidcast. Yeah. How do you like it?
Syria, it's beautiful. I think it's probably both of our favorite. I mean, next to the rap battle, I think Eerie Syria is like our favorite skit because it's dark. You know, it's weird, and I'm not even gonna spoil the rest of it for you guys who haven't seen it. Go check that out. I made an awesome ass drawing to go on top of it. Mm-hmm. All right, it's cool shit. We have links in the show notes below. Also, don't forget, it's Christmas, all right? If you want to get us a real good gift, buy the fucking Skitcast already, all right? Absolutely. If you bought it already, buy it again, all right? Give it to your friends, okay? You feel me?
Well, it's digital, sir. It doesn't exactly work like that.
Yeah, it does, dude.
Oh, okay.
No, because if they buy another, it's not, yes, they could just share it, true, but if they really cared about us, you feel me? Mm-hmm. If they cared about us, they would get another one. All right, because that money goes in our little pockets, our tiny little hot pockets.
Yes, it does. Now, Eerie Siri, now that we've released it, so if you haven't checked it out, please, it's only about maybe 3 to 4 minutes long. It's not very long, so check this out before you go any farther with the podcast. Eerie Siri to me is almost the equivalent of if when you were younger and you used to bring up superheroes and you used to say, well, who can take out the Hulk? Well, Juggernaut can take out the Hulk. Well, how do you think the Juggernaut can take out the Hulk? Well, the Juggernaut take out the Hulk because he's I don't know, he's got like metal fucking armor on or whatever the fuck, he can headbutt him. Eerie
By the way,
Siri
not
is
true
like,
at
who
all,
can
but
take out-
continue. Sorry.
What was that?
Not true at all, but continue.
Oh, okay. Erie Siri's like, who can take out Directions Guy? Well, I think Siri can. Oh yeah, you think so? Yeah, I think so. All right, let's put it into practice. That's what I love about it.
That was I don't even remember how did we even start that?
Erie Siri, that's a tough one because that was
I remember where we were sitting.
Erie Siri was one of the ones that we created when you came to the city.
I remember where I was sitting, and I remember once we got it rolling, I got the program that would read Siri's voice, and I wrote the script out for her part, and then you would read for Directions Guy, and we were just back and forth and just shine up a bunch of the shit like Ball Tiffany, Haitian Tiffany, all that shit, and we kept spicing it up as far as like how does. We got so into this. That's really I think the brilliance of this track and the album, and also we take it very seriously, and that's what makes it funny. Like Directions Guy, he's not just some old dude who thinks he knows everything. It's like in this track, he's pretty much like challenging the fact that he's obsolete. He's going to be obsolete. Right. Directions Guy is the guy who refuses to use Google Maps. He has a paper map in his car when you're on a road trip, or he's a taxi driver who doesn't use credit card because he thinks that like cash is always better. He's always been trying to prove that to himself and to everyone else, but the reality is like he is kind of obsolete. And although he does know a lot of things, he is kind of inefficient,
But he's with it enough to the point where he will ask Siri questions like, when were Cesar Chavez born? So just as long as he can use it to his advantage, he's okay with it.
Right.
Basic forms of technology, like speaking to Siri, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty much that skit starts around where like his grandson gave him a new iPhone. He forced it upon him, and then it helped him out once. And this skit starts maybe like 2 weeks after he's comfortable with the phone, and he asks it stuff every once in a while. He's like, okay, all right, and then he just got comfortable with having the phone, and then he asks it a question, and shit just she just gets completely out of hand. And yeah, that's about the worst thing he could be told. But I'm also another thing that I love is hidden in this skit is, I believe, some of our anxieties about what's going to happen when the robot overlord overlord. I just had a stroke in my head just now.
You did.
When the robot overlords take over, when that shit happens, when we got androids running around sucking our dicks, you feel me? Like,
well, what's so wrong about that?
What if it's
That's
like
a world I'll sign up for.
What if it looks like Dobby the house elf from Harry Potter?
I don't know who that is.
You never saw Harry Potter?
I've seen Harry Potter, but not enough to remember who the.
He's a little elf guy. He's a little elf slave with the long ears.
Okay,
Hey, sir.
there's an image that's
here.
coming up in my head that I think I've got the right. I think I've got the right character, but I'm not even going to bother to Google him though.
I'm just a faggot ass elf, you understand? I come here, I clean the fucking house and shit. Whatever. That's what I do.
Miriam Farragosum,
What was that? Your spell?
Safarian Sagagogan.
Those kids
What
talking about.
other spells do you got in there?
Saralum Vadagadum.
I'm just making noises now. That's all. That's all
Oh
this is.
God! You know what would happen in the Harry Potter world? This is how unfair life is. Anyone who fucking knows me, all right? If you motherfuckers watch my channel at all, if you know anything about me, you know I'm a fucking stupid nerd. And furthermore, I love wizards. I love wizards and magic in any way. And I always choose mage if I play a video game. I love the idea of being able to cast magic, whatever the fuck. All right? Here's how unfair life is. What would happen is, if magic existed, D-Respect would be the one with all the magical aptitude and the ability to do spells and shit. And I would just be a squib, which is someone who wants to do all this shit but can't. That's what would
Why is
happen.
that?
Because it's unfair. This is the story.
That's how
it's
it
more
would
interesting
be?
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how unfair everything would be.
And like you wouldn't even want to do it. You'd be like doing some other shit. You'd be like, nah, I don't want to be a fucking wizard. Like, yeah, but you have all this ability. Why wouldn't you want to be a wizard? Like, nah.
I'm good.
I don't feel like doing it. I'm gonna be a gay ass wizard with a wand and shit. Whatever. Give me the powers. I want to do it.
Did you ever see that Triumph the dog? I think it was one of the best Triumph the dog.
Of course I've seen him.
Skits. Okay, the Star Wars one.
Oh, when he at some point I remember he fried this dude. He was like, dude was wearing a Darth Vader outfit, and he had the signature Darth Vader panel on the front, and he was like, which button? I gotta do a Triumph. Oh, this is hard. Which button do you press to call your mom to pick you up?
Ah, that was a good one. That was You know what? I'm not even gonna get test you on that one. That was actually pretty well done, sir. Look, for Christmas, something's gonna happen on this podcast that's never happened between any of us. One of us is actually gonna give the other one a round of applause for an impersonation.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Now, what's scary is that as I was doing
80s
it,
clap.
as I was doing it, I was scared and I was like, "Oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing."
you-
And I'm
then
not
you-
even gonna try it again. I will not because it's good. That's as good as it's gonna get.
And you saw the spaghetti stains that mom prepared for you, right? Your knees were weak.
More spaghetti.
You know what? I think we should get into the first Christmas question that we got.
Before you get into that, my point about bringing up the Triumph thing was when he spoke to the Black Wizard kid.
I don't remember this.
This was towards the end. This kid had nothing to do. He was from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Gandalf.
And he looked like a 20-something skinny black kid. He was in a wizard outfit. And what I love about it the most is the first time Triumph spots him on camera, there's the voiceover of Triumph saying, "Look at this. It's a nerd from another dimension."
Oh my god.
And they're going back and forth with each other. And the kid's speaking in Old English. I don't know, whatever he's saying.
Jesus.
That's what it sounds like. Old English, is that just connected to Shakespeare? What the fuck is Old English exactly?
It's just how they used to speak pre 1700s.
Would you consider the writings of Shakespeare basically to be in the style of Old English?
I think
Is that what
so.
that would be?
I think
Thouist.
so.
Sire, come hither.
Yeah. What he Bill Burr? It is, but he also made up a bunch of language too. He made up words all the time.
Okay.
Do you like? Okay, we'll get into Snapchat questions, but this is more important. What is your Shakespeare knowledge? Did you read any of it in high school? Are you interested in it at all?
No, my Shakespeare knowledge is just Hamlet, a skull, just those images that most people would really know about Shakespeare. You know, at least you know those images, but at reading any of his pieces or any of his plays or anything like that, absolutely not. No.
You never took drama in high school or anything?
No, I never took drama. No.
You seem like you would have.
No. I fuck would I take drama? I beat the shit out of kids who take drama.
I kind of wish I would have.
Why's that?
Because I mean, I have no performance. I have no performance history, honestly. Let me think. Yeah, before DSC, I had no previous performance experience besides like in church. I would have to get on stage. You'd have to do talks, which is like you'd prepare a speech, and you prepare a speech that would last like 10 minutes about some kind of Bible topic. You have to research the scripture. You have to write the speech out, get in front of like 150 people, speak for like 10 minutes.
I don't. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't know if it was a drama club. I mean, I was in a play when I was younger. I wouldn't say that I was in a drama club. I think it was just a play that happened between, in a class that I was in. I was probably about, I think I was about 7, 8 years old, I think. And
what was the play?
The play was the play was called the Rat Perez. The Small Rat Perez, I guess that's the way of translating it in.
What was it in Spanish?
In English, El Ratoncito Perez. I knew you were gonna laugh. Go ahead, I knew you were gonna laugh.
Sorry, good.
Yeah, so I this was just the story of a rat who I guess was greedy and. Hey yo.
Here you go. How'd you get out of fucking jail, man? How'd you get out? You were just in jail 2 weeks ago.
Hey, yo, dog, yo. Real quick. What year is it?
It's 2016, man.
20. I order. I'm good. All right, fam.
What, are you off parole yet?
I'ma see you later, fam.
Where you going?
Where the fuck?
Lil Quack just
Quack
left.
is a weirdo.
He is.
Asking what year it is. What does that mean? Okay, so
El Ratoncito Perez.
yeah, we did that play, and it was about a rat who fell over and landed into a pot and died eventually.
What the fuck? Wait, seriously?
Yeah. That's
He
what it
dies in the play? You had 7-year-olds doing this shit?
is. Dude. We're dark
Dominicans
here in New York City.
Dominicans, it's dark, dude.
Why does it have to be? It's what? It's all Dominicans. That's all of us.
Yes, man, that's fucking evil.
I'm pretty sure
That's
there
some
were
dark
a number
shit,
of
man.
other people.
No, that's really sad for kids. I mean, I love depressing stories, but that like for little kids, man. Shit.
Well, I was a narrator, so I wasn't a.
Do you remember any lines?
No, absolutely not. None of that shit. Absolutely not. No. But no. So my connection to Shakespeare, any of that stuff. I mean, what are you into?
I read a couple of his plays before. I think I read 2 or 3 of his plays before I went to college. And in Sandman, Neil Gaiman is a huge Shakespeare fan. He writes that shit into his stories as much as possible. So one of his biggest like award-winning Sandman stories is about A Midsummer Night's Dream, which is I figured you'd at least have like you've seen Romeo and Juliet you've seen the movies, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, so you do have some knowledge. Like A Midsummer Night's Dream, I think is maybe his second. Well, probably Hamlet is his second most popular. I think Midsummer Night's Dream is somewhere near the top, and it's awesome because it's a play about a play. It's like it's in it is a play, so you get like this bunch of weird shit happening. But I took a Shakespeare class in college, and I read maybe like 4 more plays while I was there. I wrote essays about Shakespeare and shit, so I know a little bit. I know more about the average person. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but I think I honestly doubt that he was even just one dude. I feel like Shakespeare might have been just one dude who took credit for a bunch of people's work or some shit like that. I don't know if it's. I think some of that information is like.
Why would you
dubious.
suspect that?
I don't know. I just get a feeling about some old shit, man. I'm telling you. Like, I just don't believe certain things.
Shakespeare had ghostwriters. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's like Drake, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like.
That is going back to back.
Ew.
Yes.
Eek, God. That was terrible. But
I tried.
now that you mention a play you did when you were a kid, I remember one of my most embarrassing childhood experiences after being born was me being on stage. And imagine a kid being embarrassed by his own birth. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Look, I didn't want to do this. Like, I'm sorry. I have to be a burden on everyone now. I'm sorry. Okay, I was on stage
Everyone.
because there was a talent show there, and this is so stupid in hindsight. It was a talent show where you would go up and you had to audition, show them your talent or whatever the fuck.
Or your
I think there
tits.
may be, yes, and there were like I don't know, like 3 judges and like a couple families who were sitting around after school, right? I think I was like 6. I was in kindergarten, so this is New York, PS 135, right? And I go up on stage, and I had some idea of what I wanted to do. I was gonna do the Pee Wee Herman dance. The Pee Wee Herman dance where he plays like and he does like he's like pointing. He's like a pointy dance with his stupid shoes on. I thought about doing that, but I really didn't know what I was doing. So I got up on stage, and I never told anyone what I was gonna do, and I thought that they were gonna somehow have the music ready for me already. And they were like,
wait. You just went up there just assuming the music's gonna be there when I get to the venue. Everything will be
yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
I had
Because
a
Dom
diva,
is performing.
yeah, pretty much. I went up there, and I remember being like, I was standing there, and I was nervous.
It's good to be with you tonight.
Everybody in Brooklyn,
Everyone was just watching me, and I was like, I look out at them, and they were like, "Okay, what are you gonna be doing for us today?" And I was like, "I'm gonna do a dance," and I just kind of stood there. And they were like, okay, like there's no music, and they were like, and I knew that there wasn't any music, so I was like, I can't dance if there's no music. And then all I remember after that was like, they were like, okay, there's no music here, we don't have that. And you were like, well, can you do anything else? And I was like, no, and I just walked off stage.
Okay.
That was my first performing experience. Just no different from the rest of my life.
Just walk away shamefully.
Yeah, man. So that was it. Like, after that, I never really considered that performing was something that I did or that I do or that I aspire to. I mean, I was a funny kid, and I mean, this is something that a lot of people go through this. I mean, like, you know, I knew I was funnier than most people. Like I had that thing where it's like I would say really weird shit, make people laugh. You know what I was before I had any idea of performance is I would write a lot of stories and shit, just weird shit. And I knew even as a kid, like, oh, they aren't doing this. Other kids aren't writing like 3-page stories about X-Wings from Star Wars or whatever. Like, that's my thing. That's something that I do. But I mean, that's about it. Yeah, I wish I'd taken a drama class though, because I think it might have taught me something about like not necessarily as an actor, but I do like directing. You know, like making a story and then like telling people, like screenwriting. I would have liked to dabble in any of that shit. Is there anything that you wish you would have done in high school, like course wise?
In high school, I very briefly I was on the debate team. For a short period of time. The debate teacher didn't like me. So
why?
I was off to I don't know. I don't really ever remember what the friction between us was. I didn't really understand half the shit he would say because he had an accent, like a really thick accent.
Where was he from?
I think he was Russian.
Okay.
I think he was. It's all up. See, it all comes back to Russia. No, I don't remember. I was there for a few months, and the topic, you know, when you talk on these debate teams, I think I've told these before that, you know, every semester every school has to stick to a particular subject, and that semester it was internet privacy. And you know, we were just always hashing that out. And I was just always mostly with the kids. You know, it was like 4 or 5 of us. It was like a group of 4 or 5 people. I remember interactions with them. I don't remember any interactions with the teacher at all. So it was mostly just like a hangout between us. And then when we went to compete with the school, I think I was just part of like 2 debates. Maybe just.
Did you do good?
I believe I did. I did my thing with my internet research. What I love about debating is how the rules are made up that you can take any example or any bit of ammunition that your opponent throws at you, and you can just go off into just an exaggeration, just a overblown fear speech about what the person just shot at you. Like, for example, if we're talking about internet privacy, and then you say, well, I'm okay with people doing blogging, about all that stuff, and so then I come back and I'm like, well, if, say, for example, if he blogs and people know where he lives, and say he's recording a video somewhere with a backdrop of something, people are more likely to locate you. They're more likely to know more about you if they see you visually. It's a retarded example, but you get what I mean. It's
true though.
Yeah, the minute, the smallest thing. Just take it and keep taking it, and then this leads to this leads to this, until you lead to the overall destruction of the world. And that's
okay, slippery slope.
Yeah, so you start off from that point, and all you're just illustrating is just how worse everything is going to get. Which, I mean, debating is how tough is that about debating? Because I mean, what action doesn't have a reaction? You understand?
Right.
So it's like, how is it we're going to do this all day long?
Well, there are really people who they study debate like for a living. Like some people, like it's their job to do this sort of thing. I'm going to point to someone who you know very well, Sam Harris, Chris Hitchens, all those guys, and Richard Dawkins. I went through a period of maybe about a year where I was, and I think this was maybe at my strongest atheist phase when I'm still an atheist now, but I'm just like way, way less of an asshole. And also I'm open to the idea that I don't know shit. So I think I'm more of an agnostic, honestly. But I went through a phase where I was just watching all of this atheist content of like Daniel Dennett, Sam Harris, Chris Hitchens, all that shit. And watching them just like really just destroy religious arguments just with logic, just with that I guess you would call it like left brain thinking, where they're just like, these guys are like math. They're like mathematicians. Like you cannot penetrate their arguments, man. It's just absurd. And I through watching those videos, which this period happened maybe 5 years ago. almost 6 years ago, I was watching all this stuff, and I learned about different types of arguments, like logical fallacies, and like one of them was the slippery slope argument, where you basically, you're taking something and you're like, okay, if gay people are allowed to get married, at some point I'm gonna be fucking animals. You go from that, and it's absurd, but you take it and you're like, well, what if next year I'm able to start fucking 16-year-olds, and then next year, right? But that argument, it's so fucking stupid, because it's just like, it can get really silly, and it's just it is fear mongering, but it'll work on the wrong kind of person or the right kind of person.
Well, a person who feeds on that, right? It'll work on them.
Look, yeah, you're right. I will be fucking dogs if guys can get married.
Like most people who watch the news.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah, Hitchens, I never got into a lot. I was more of a Richard Dawkins. Dude. Yeah, he was a dick. I mean,
they all kind of are, though. Can we be honest about that?
Yeah, no, absolutely they are. Absolutely they are. But I could tolerate it more with Dawkins. But Hitchens,
he was just.
I mean, I try to watch some of his content of him just going at someone, and he tends to. There's been a few people like that, like say intellectuals and say comedians. I'll give you an example. Dennis Miller, for me.
Oh,
Dennis Miller. Anytime I heard Dennis Miller, he would take one joke to a point where he made a pop culture reference that
his references were terrible.
I know. I just don't know I can't even say they're terrible. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
But it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter what it is, because it doesn't even matter if you knew what it was. It'll just be like.
Well, I mean, of course, I think it matters if you know what it is.
It doesn't, though. It's still shitty. It's like, I don't want people referencing like Neil Gaiman Sandman characters in a room full of people who probably don't know that shit. Why would you do that? Like,
So you think most of Dennis Miller's audience didn't understand what the fuck he was talking about? But
I think
he seemed smart enough.
I think half of them did, dude. There's no way, like, yeah, you'd be like, well, this guy is the Morpheus of the Amazon drone company. You understand? Yeah. And it's like, what? He was very smug. That's what I didn't like about him too. Is it really did come off as super smug and like, I'm smart. Bill Maher.
I was just about to ask you about Bill Maher. So
he's
how
on
does that relate?
He's on that line.
He's on
he
there?
dances very on that line every time. He's very smug, man.
Yeah.
But he's a little self-deprecating, which is good. That balances it out a little bit.
He's definitely more. He says things in plain language. There's nothing,
which is important. I mean, that's I think a marker of a good.
Well, let's get this right. His writers. I'm sorry. We're sorry.
Right.
Obviously. But I could digest him a lot more than I could Dennis Miller. So yeah, so Hitchens was a guy that for me, he just went over my head, and I was just like, maybe it's your accent, and I'm and a lot of the content that I watch that I enjoy is British content. So I'm used to the accents. It's just I was just like, dude, I got nothing for you, man. I'm just over here, just my hand in my dick.
All right.
My dick
We're
in my
gonna
hand. I'm
ask-
sorry.
With that, we're gonna respond to one of the Snapchat questions here.
Yo,
My-
what the
my
fuck
voice
is in your
so
throat? What the fuck was?
Nothing's in my throat. What are you talking
I'm
about?
sorry. Before you get to Snapchat questions, I forgot to tell you this. I met a guy the other day who was the personification of Underwater Eddie.
Guido?
No, dude, he was this fat white dude who comes into my job, and he asked me about apple cider vinegar. Okay, and
Yeah, I know what happened.
yeah, Eddie,
What
check this
happened
out.
after
So
that?
he
Yeah,
said he's the apple cider vinegar. You know, people take it. They take it to detox. Some people take it for weight loss.
I like just drinking it out of the bottle and stuff. That's cool.
And that's exactly what the guy said, because you're not supposed to take it in its raw form. You're supposed to mix it up with water, maybe throw it in some tea. It's fucking vinegar, for Christ's sake. It's acid, you know, in it. And I thought when he came in, he said, "Can I get the apple cider vinegar? And how many bottles do you have?" I thought he was just gonna ask for just like one, because no one ever gets a multiple amount of that stuff. You just don't, because you're supposed to take tablespoons. So he goes, "I've been drinking one a day." I said, "What? Wait a minute. You've been drinking a bottle of vinegar a day?" Dude, he was easily
That sounds normal. What happened next?
he was easily, I would say, I would guess. I say like 350, right? And he's just like, yeah, drink the whole thing. And as he's saying it, he's got the whole. Oh, by the way, he tells me he has sleep apnea later, but he's
Yeah,
got
of course you-
he has the apnea breathing. You know, just like
Yeah.
Eddie, exactly like Eddie. Dude, I was amazed talking to him, and there were some points where I didn't want to look at him because I imagined him with a fishbowl on his head.
Oh, you were gonna laugh?
Yes, I was gonna just. He would be
Oh, I
like,
wish
"Buddy,
he'd
what
looked
would you
at it.
laugh
I
at?"
wish-
buddy?" What was that?
I wish he'd forced you to look at him. Oh.
Hey, how come you ain't looking at me, man? I'm just trying to buy vinegar.
No
That's
offense,
normal.
Eddie. I just can't look at you that long.
Hey, that was my cousin. Okay, that was Timmy. That was my cousin Timmy. You should have given him his bottles. He needs it for his apnea. It was that.
Why don't you
I
take some of those
appreciate-
bottles, Eddie? Drink 2 a day.
I actually got vinegar in this fishbowl. I don't know. People usually think it's water, but sometimes it's pork fat. Sometimes it's Coca-Cola. You know, I flavor it up.
Okay.
But today it's vinegar. So I like being on this show, man. I just chill out here. I
Get
should
out.
be the host.
Eddie, please. We've had enough, Eddie.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get to the Snapchat questions.
This question is from Pigeon Shits on Snapchat.
Give Daddy 1 second. Dad's thirsty. I've got cotton mouth. Hold on.
What the fuck is wrong with you? This fucking weirdo over there. He's over there taking a hammer to his penis, everyone. While he's over there doing that, okay, make sure you guys, I hope you're having a lovely Christmas, okay? Hope your family isn't arguing about Trump and all that stuff. I hope, do something nice, all right? Hug your mother, all right? Hug your father, all right? Give him a pat on the tushy. It's a good occasion, Christmas. I think, it's one of those times, it really does feel kind of good this
All right.
time of year,
Back.
at least even in an artificial sense. But okay. But let's get back to that Snapchat question from Pigeon Shits. Did growing up as a Jehovah's Witness affect your perception of Christmas as a kid and even now? Of course, you wanted toys and other things of that nature, or maybe you didn't. But my question is, how did that indoctrination affect how you look at Christmas now and then? He says, I grew up as a Christian, and a lot of that shit was tough for me. I remember feeling extremely guilty receiving presents because my grandma, who I lived with, told me she never celebrated it as a kid, and it was a worthless pagan holiday. I still feel guilty when people give me things. Also, I still love my grandma, even though God is probably fake. All right, yeah, shout out to Troy. Shout out to fake-ass gods. Shout out to the pagans. Shout out to Troy's grandma, okay? Shout out to Grandmama.
And most of all, shout out to Jehovah.
Yes. Mufluktu is actually fighting Jehovah right now in the sky. They're battling, trying to deck each other. The short answer to this is it affected me because I felt like I was in exile. Like my childhood was just. I was talking to a family member about this yesterday. Actually, like the way, oh God, here's how Jehovah's Witnesses make you feel. Like, you're supposed to be no part of the world, and the way they do this is like you can't have friends who aren't Jehovah's Witnesses. You can't have, you don't date people who are outside the religion. You don't hang out with people outside the religion. All that shit. Whenever there's any holidays brought up, you obviously you don't celebrate them. But in school, and here's the weird part, you have to kick yourself out of the class. You gotta, excuse me, you talk to the teacher before class, and you're like, I know there's gonna be a holiday celebration, but my religion doesn't allow this. Like, it's against my Bible trained conscience. Those are. I was so indoctrinated I can still repeat this shit verbatim. It's against my Bible trained conscience to participate in such activities. So I'm gonna have to be let out of the class. You're gonna have to give me something else to do. I prefer not to be in the class. And they would send you
So
to
how often
another.
did the teacher just want to tell you to shut the fuck up?
Oh, you don't tell kids that. This is I think this is like.
Where's that?
Yeah, this is pre even the fucking craziness we have now going in schools. But like, of course they wanted to tell me to shut up. You're not some snowflake, but whatever. God forbid you fucking tell someone that their religion, that they can't do something that's against their religion. Oh my God.
No, but
Anyway.
it's just like just some kid. Just the fact that indoctrination, he used that in his message. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, God damn it, like this. The whole idea of a kid that comes and says something like that, it's like, you don't even know where your dick is yet, and look at what
I
people
know.
have forced you
I know.
to, like, you know, your idea of everything. It's like that whole thing would just make me get the fuck out of my face, kid.
And that's what they wanted to say, but what she would always do is send me to another class where a teacher had break or their kids were on recess or some shit, and I would just sit in their class and I would color or just sit there and write,
So
draw.
This gave you more of an opportunity to work on your moleskins.
Yeah, a little bit.
I learned
I mean,
that with
honestly, I
moleskins.
think more importantly, it did two things for me that I would say is positive. It allowed me to be by myself. And just like and this is, you fucking kids out there, like the internet didn't exist outside of like computer terminals that you had at home. If you're lucky, most kids didn't have computers at home that had internet access. They would have to go to the library, so you didn't have that shit in your pocket. I would just sit there and just make shit up. You just sit there and just, all you have is 3 cubes and you just kind of make shit up. So it was that, practicing imagination stuff, and also I think trying to get away from how shitty it was, so you just go somewhere else in your brain. But I think also it helped me, being an outsider like that, it kind of gets you used to doing shit that other people aren't doing. So right now I'm not, like, it is scary to sometimes try new weird shit, but it's also kind of like what I've been doing my whole fucking life. I didn't know any other kids who had to get up every Saturday morning and knock on doors for a few hours, but that's what I did every Saturday morning. And I didn't celebrate Christmas till I was 21. So to answer your question a little more directly, my perception of Christmas was that it was something I couldn't do. It was something great that everyone else was able to do. You know, I saw it on TV all the time. All my favorite characters on TV could participate in it, but I couldn't. My friends were able to do it. I knew that they got gifts and they got to sing the songs. We didn't even listen to the songs in our car driving around. Like, you weren't supposed to do that either. You're not supposed to participate in any way. Like Valentine's, like whenever we got those, I was supposed to throw them away. I wouldn't, because I thought it was cool and I would just hide them. But my perception of Christmas, yeah, it was forbidden fruit. It was something that was really sweet that I wanted to do and I couldn't. So now I look at it with this kind of amusement as an adult, because I wasn't able to do it as a kid. I think I like participating in Christmas activities because it was something I didn't get to do. So I'm kind of like, oh, look at this! I get to do the thing I didn't get to do before. But then there's a part of me that's also like, this is just bullshit. This is all just fake, you know? Because not growing up with it, and the worst shit was like getting up on Christmas Day and you're told this from all these other commercials and shit. Oh, Santa bought me gifts, and I'm supposed to be happy and all that shit. But for me, it was just another day. But no, actually, it's more than just another day. It's knowing that everyone in a fucking like 1,000,000-mile radius is celebrating this thing, but you don't get to do it. No, you get to preach. That's what you get to. You get to preach, and you get to go to church. You get to wake up at 6 a.m. and drive out and knock on people's doors who don't want to listen to you, and you get to see the kids being all warm inside under their trees and shit. But you don't get to do that because you're standing there suffering. So that's what I got to do, And if you guys are wondering where any of my fucking anger comes from, that's part of it. And then you throw on top, you laugh. I'll throw on top of it. I think it's also a little bit of a cultural thing where Haitians don't give a shit about presents and stuff like that. So it's like you couple that cultural.
They're not materialistic, or what do you mean?
I won't throw all Haitians under the bus. This is, you know how like you have nation cultures, right? Where you can say stuff like generalizations about Dominicans that are like generally correct because of like, I mean, because look like they were, I mean, it's a mixture of indigenous and African slave populations, and they're a heavy mixture of Spanish who colonized the place. So culturally, you have stuff that's similar, stuff that's like inherently Spanish about your culture that is different from where I grew up with. It's a French colonized culture, right? And you go even deeper into family units, right? It's like, does your family have money? Are they religious? What were their political leanings? How educated are they? All this stuff affects your family culture, right? And like no one could dispute me on this shit. If you come from a family of a bunch of people who are doctors, it does affect how you interact with the world and each other. And of course there are like individual cultures, like stuff that's nature, that's built inside of you. But like my family, they were very educated and they had money for like, they were okay for Haitians. What I mean by they had money is that they were able to eat every day and they could go to school, which is like, that's a big deal in Haiti. But my family, they weren't partiers. They still aren't really big on celebrations and things like that. They keep to themselves. They're very kind of like, I don't know. I don't like, it's kind of like House Stark from Game of Thrones. I think they're like, I know this doesn't mean anything to you, but they're kind of, honestly, I see them as kind of a dark, serious people. Like they're not like, they don't say I love you. We don't hug a lot, that kind of shit. That's what our family is like. But yeah, I think all that stuff factored into how I see gift giving in general. Is like, so Christmas now, like I forget to give people gifts. I don't really give a shit. Like if I don't get something, I don't care because I honestly, like deep in my heart, I feel like I don't deserve gifts somehow. It's like, you're not supposed to do this for me. Like I'm not the kid who got gifts, and I feel like I'm not the adult who like, I'm supposed to take this box that's all wrapped up and enjoy it somehow. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. So, I don't know if I feel guilty getting presents. I feel guilty because I feel like I don't know how I'm supposed to react to it. Because I feel like I could just, like if I never celebrated another birthday or Christmas in my life, it would just be like me growing up. It's normal for me. I've been speaking a lot, but I think I answered the question. Do you think I answered the question?
Yeah, seems like
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. And I know I sound kind of bitter, and I think I am in some. I am in some ways.
I thought you were going to punch your mic at one point.
I am. I'm punching it right now. I am bitter in some ways, but in other ways, I'm like, this made me who I am. I would have been someone different if I didn't have to do all that shit that I hated, and if I wasn't deprived of stuff that most kids in this country get. It's important to who I am, you know? I think you got a question too, didn't you?
Yes. I got several questions. I got one from, let's see. I got one from Khaled, who sent in.
DJ Khaled put in a question?
Yeah, he put in a question. He sent in messages to the show before. So he says, "Merry Christmas, bro. In your last podcast, Dom had an interesting point right before you cut him off and ended the recording."
I love this question already.
I was really,
just say it louder.
First of all, it's not a
slower.
question; it's an attack.
Go ahead. Yes. No.
It's
Go
an
on. Go
attack.
on.
There are no question marks here. Before you cut him off at the end of the recording, I was really anxious to see where he was going. I really, really wish you would let him retouch the topic. It was about relationships and worries regarding those things. Peace out. Khaled, listen.
This is great.
No,
I like this.
No, listen, Khaled.
I like that.
Khaled, you got to understand something.
Go ahead.
The podcast that you're listening to, there are no ends to the fucking cut. They never end with anything. Just because the that loose part wasn't tied in, because if I'm not mistaken, when Dom, that was nearly the time when Dom stopped talking about it. So that's normally when I would just go off and transition into something else. But most people, I'm pretty sure, when they listen to the podcast, it's like, well, nothing was really tied in, but it's like, you know, you're literally just saying the food was great on my plate. Why wasn't there an infinite amount of it?
And he blames it on you.
Yeah,
It's
he blames
funny.
it on me. Listen, Khaled, if you want to get fucked up, you know where I am. Well, actually, you don't, but you know what I mean anyway. All right, so that
You're
wasn't.
they. We don't talk to they. Okay, we don't talk to they. We look down upon they. All right.
Look down upon you. They. I hate it when he does those.
I like that. I like
Oh, that's
that.
that's one of my favorite taglines of his.
I do too. And I like how his eyes just seem to get crossed, and he's just like retarded. He just holds the phone so close up to his face. What I love the most about Khaled right now, the current generation Khaled, is like when he so obviously, he's a bad actor, but he so obviously asked the person on camera to say when did the Drake vocals come in or whatever, and they're just like begrudgingly doing it because it's him.
Of course, because they're gonna be seen by like 3 or 4 million people.
Did the Drake vocals come in yet?
They came in. I like that.
I like that.
Okay, we have
like
we have another question from Ryan Stens. He says,
that.
"First Christmas with my significant other. We've been dating for 2 months now. How much money are you spending on her?" And I also asked you guys, what would you get us for Christmas? And Ryan said, "I'd get Dom a Moleskine sketchbook." See, there's the Moleskine. And D, I'd get you some classic Nas and Jay-Z vinyls. Thank you, sir. Look, man. He said 2 months, right? 2 months. I'd say, yeah, 2 months. I'd say if you've been dating somebody for 2 months, you know what? There's no real way for us to scale that.
5,000 at least.
Of course, because who knows how often you guys have been hanging out? Like, how intense has it been? Because sometimes you can ride the wave of the holidays, and you know, it's just go for it, I guess. But in most cases, I would probably say, she gets like a $25 gift.
Nah, man. I'm not joking right now.
It's only 2 months. What was that?
$100 gift.
That's it. Just throw it in the bag.
Okay. Oh wait, 2 months. I forgot. Never mind. 50. No.
I said
All right,
25. I think 25 is
all right,
fair.
50.
Because here's
You're cheap, dude.
Here's why I think that. Because say you get her, I mean, what are you going to do? Get her jewelry? No. That's too extreme. Are you going to get her a gift card? No. That's impersonal. So
Applebee's.
yeah, the Applebee's, right? So I would say that being something right in the middle is something where you're capable of getting her for the price of about $25. Just something that's not too extravagant, and it's not and it's not friendly. It's not something that you could give to anybody.
Are you good at giving gifts?
Dude, I've given some great gifts because you know what matters. What matters for women, truly matters for them, is when you give them something that lets you know that you were listening to them.
So they're like, my headphones, they've been like broken for 4 weeks. If she says that, then you're like, I got you. I got you.
I got
bitch,
you, boo.
you.
I got you.
I like that. I like that.
My headphones have been broken for.
Who am I
weeks.
dating? Who is that?
I don't know, dude. My headphones have been broken.
So, the ones that I've gotten, say for example, I had an ex from many moons ago, that when we had first met, she mentioned if I wanted a bag of peanut M&Ms, if I wanted one, I would only eat 2 M&Ms. I would only eat the red ones and the yellow ones. So
She said that.
Yeah. So then I bought a jar and I just loaded red and yellow ones in the jar for her. So she
That's
remembered
good
that
shit,
Yeah,
man.
this is very good shit. I know. I remember
It's
that
a
one.
true gift of a poor man who can't afford anything better. So just second clap. No, but honestly, that's good shit. I mean, you know what I would do is just abuse my abilities, and I would draw her something. The problem with this is that it would only work maybe 2 times in a relationship before she's like, "Nigga, you fucking broke as shit. What are you doing, man?" Yeah. It also depends on the girl. You know, some girls, believe it or not, are not mesmerized by my amazing ability to draw, and they don't give a shit at all. Like, they can't even appreciate anyone's art, which is a problem for me because that means they don't really understand what I do. Like, oh, he does the little
let me
picture
manipulate
things.
them.
Yeah,
Allow me to. Yeah.
I would say, yeah, Dear Spectre is right for once. You could even get a $5 gift if it's smart. If you're smart. If you're really
if you get a
smart.
$5 gift, you might as well just get her a card. Might as well just
No,
make it
but
that.
you said that you got the peanut M&Ms. That only cost you fucking $3.
Yeah, but we weren't talking for 2 months. I mean, we were getting to know each other. But we weren't talking.
That was your wife? You're fucking...
No, it was long enough, or maybe just like I said at the beginning, it was intense enough between whatever period of time was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't 2 months. It was more than that. Where we were able to have enough conversations where details like that were able to be documented in my head, and I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So there was enough communication where I could get. I mean, I guess that could still happen within the course of 12 months.
You can pay attention in 2 months. You can figure some shit out.
No, I just mean enough conversations to where you can know that sort of information and care enough. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even...
And care enough to do something detailed like that.
Everyone likes something, like movies and books or something. And it's like, you don't just get her a movie. It's like, you know, if she's into David Lynch, you get her Blue Velvet. You get her a Blue Velvet Blu-ray. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's like $20. It's like just a little bit of effort into what they like.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. When the point that you care about those details, you know what I'm saying? When you care about those little details and you actually listen, because a lot of times when I talk to people, I don't listen a lot. So when I when I actually hone in to like, okay, I've drowned out all the noise. Let's engage. You know, let's engage and let's be monogamous from this point on and see where it goes. And
hey, you told me your dad's sick, so I got you this Grey's Anatomy box set. Isn't that great?
That's a great. If she has a dark sense of humor, she'd like that.
Oh man, you'd have to be a very special kind of
Yes,
woman,
very.
dude. You're getting chewed out, or she would laugh nervously and just hate you.
Yeah.
Like, what is it supposed to do? You ever got a girl flowers?
No, never. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
What's the
I've done
point?
flowers.
What's the point?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because they're gonna die. Is that what you're gonna say?
No.
What will be thy point if I will
What
cease
if, what
to
if I
exist?
have it? The flowers.
The what?
No, I just like. What does it mean? Like, you don't use them for anything. Okay. So maybe this is a fundamental issue. Maybe this is also
giving a girl flowers is like giving her kids that'll die in about 6 days.
That's tight.
You know, she gets to water them.
No,
she gets
but
to
this is,
nurture
I'm talking
them.
about utility. Do like you respect utility, right?
Yeah.
You're a utility person. You don't just want like to get you a card. Like, I know a lot of girls like that shit. Like, I'm thinking of you cards. It means the utility of that is. I know I sound like a dick right now, but it's like, for you to say you've been thinking about me as a present or something is like, what is it? What do I do with that though? Mm-hmm. Like, if you give me something I can watch or enjoy, or something I can use, I think that's like okay, the great like Moleskine sketchbook. That's why it's perfect. It's something I use. It's important to me, and it's like utility.
It's been a popular word on this podcast.
Moleskine. Every time this podcast is sponsored by Moleskine. Every time I use that, also I would think about that woman. And so something like a tablet, graphics tablet, some pencils, good pencils, by the way, like the specific kind that I like, not just any kind, because I would use them. But if you got like the specific brand that I like, I'd be like, holy shit, this chick is the one. But you know what I mean? Like, for you, it'll be utility, right? Because I mean, diamonds. Like, okay, let's go to the other side of the spectrum. They're gifts of utility.
Look, I got gifts as a kid. So getting gifts for me, it was just like, all right, you got me gifts. You know, I've been used to that. Like, you know, I remember several Christmases where, you know, I had the whole big shebang and all that stuff. So getting it for me and what I'd like to get for anybody's one that would actually have there's some flavor to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more than just the object that's in the box. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's my relation to Christmas, but it definitely, I think it did affect me in that way to getting an actual material gift from somebody, and I think that's how it would happen in most cases, because I mean, if you didn't get them, I mean, do you think that's part of the reason why maybe the person has to be useful to you? There has to be value in the box.
I think kind of, because I don't know. I have a weird thing about gifts. I just do. And one thing I was going to get at is, like, if you're being really clever about this, you know, this is sort of like that love language thing where, like, some people like words of affirmation, some people like physical things, some people just want you to spend quality time with them. If you're really smart about this and if this is congruent with who you are, I'm talking to mostly like the broke guy, like a broke guy who's like on the come up trying to make something of themselves. Like, I think you can legitimately pull off a gift for a loved one where you're just like, I'm gonna take you to somewhere that I really love and just spend like time with you and just really have a good hangout. We're both gonna turn our phones off and just really just spend time with each other. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, like, I love going to museums with girls, one, because they're free, but also because I love museums and I gain something from it. I'll go by myself if I need to. That's like, it's like you go there to study. Like, I'm studying when I'm there, but like, you also learn about people there. Like, you see something on the wall, you'll know so much about a person based on what they say and what they don't say. And it's an experience. What I'm saying is, like, all experiences don't have to cost a lot of money. Even if it's like, I planned out this walk for us to walk down this stretch of this really nice neighborhoods, and we're just gonna chill and just have a decent meal at the end or whatever. So, but that's a gift, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully she would appreciate something like that, this girlfriend of yours. Let us know, by the way, what you give her.
If he gives her anything at all.
What if he just forgets?
He might. That could happen.
He forgets to give it, and she dubs him. Oh,
But he remembered to send in the question. We appreciate that.
I fucking forgot.
Okay, let me see. So,
What you got?
do you have another one?
Got? No, you do. Okay. I have nothing.
That's
else.
it. You're done. Let's see. We've got one here from McGurgle. McGurgle 1998. He said, "What's the best present you've ever gotten for Christmas?" Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
Best present that I ever got for Christmas. I wanted a My Buddy doll for
last year.
Sorry, not a My Buddy. Sorry, I wanted a good guy doll. I wanted a Chucky doll when I was a kid, right? So, my parents looked for it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't find it, and what they got me instead was a My Buddy doll. So I wanted this fucking demonic, this demonic
You
little
actually
creature.
wanted it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wanted him. And my parents, look, at least I think they looked for it everywhere. I don't know if it was like a parental thing where, no, I think you're better off like getting that. So plus I think it was very hard. I don't think those things were sold. Were they really sold in actual stores at
I
that
don't
point?
think so, man. I think that
now
was created.
now they are, novelty.
I think that
places.
was created for the movie, and I don't think they like what kid is fucking like you. Of course, you fucking weirdo. You'd want one, but I don't think it's like it's not like Tickle Me Elmo where people are just like breaking down the walls. Trying
Well, I
to
mean,
get
I
them.
wasn't exactly 6 or so. I mean, I can't imagine what age it was. Maybe 9, 10. I don't remember. But yeah, instead I got that one. But I love the My Buddy doll. I did love the My Buddy doll. So I think that was the best Christmas gift I ever got.
If you guys don't know My Buddy, look it up on YouTube. It had a really cute, funny jingle with it. Not really funny, but it's kind of a memorable, nostalgic type of jingle.
Wherever I go, he goes.
Oh man, I'll tell you the best gift I ever got. It wasn't for Christmas, and this was.
Wait a minute. He said Christmas, sir.
Then I don't have one.
Show's over, guys. Should I not fade it out now? Christ.
Oh, please do it just for him.
Just for him.
Oh no, actually, you know what? I do want to talk about a really good point I wanted to make about relationships and Christmas, right? When you're in a relationship, right? I'm doing an impression of myself. When you're in a relationship, it's like you're together, you understand? And this is the most important thing. The most important thing I ever learned about relationships was with my first girlfriend during Christmas. And oh man, it's so profound. This is about probably maybe the most profound thing I'll ever say in my fucking life. Okay, you ready? And I just wanted this, like, one time we were just holding hands under the Christmas tree, and she said this to me, some of the most